I don't know how many groomers there are in this year, but it's huge. I already covered so many pedos in the past, and now I found another one. Thanks to the user Ice and her channel, I was able to get some information from them and they created a document about it that I will be using for a good majority of this video. I'm not trying to be Chris Hansen, by the way. I just want to simply serve those whose voices hasn't been heard because I know there's thousands of voices out there or even millions that haven't been heard. And I just want to do them justice, you know? With that out of the way, let's begin. From 2019 to 2022, a user by the name of Ice, an 11 to 14-year-old, came into contact with a user named a 15 to 18-year-old DJGamingDog, and they met through Day Shift at Freddy's Amino page. DJ Gaming not only had a YouTube account, but it's still deleted right now. He has an Amino account, Roblox account, X account, Red account, and of course, Discord account. He even tried to make alt accounts, such as on Discord, he is USS Nemo, YouTube, he is Woodlands Gaming, and on X account, he is Creek Gaming, and Amino, he's Chungus. Moving on to the more pedophilic and grooming actions he's done, DJ loved to roleplay. I wonder why all groomers start like this. He especially loved to roleplay with Ice in a very sexually charged tone. The following images were between 2019 to 2022. There is audio that you can see in the text, but I'm not gonna play it because it's weird and it's from a minor during that time and it's moaning sounds and I don't feel comfortable with that stuff. And also because I don't want to put you through that pain, as she has gone through some pain as well. And you can clearly see that DJ is being manipulative as they do a lot of role playing and very much flirtatious exchanges. You cannot tell me this guy is a bitter incel even if they were the same age. Desperately asking a woman to give you moaning sounds is disgusting. However, the reality is much worse considering the 4-year age gap. Even if this was somewhere in Japan, the age of consent is shockingly 13 years old, although the sexual exchanges would place Ice before the Japanese consent range. Yet, this is in America, so it doesn't matter, it would still be pedophile behavior. Oh, just in case if you don't think he's bad enough, apparently he also encouraged R-worded roleplay with Ice. Now, I don't want to kill or hurt anyone, but if I was elected president and he's in the same region as me, I would make an example of him by giving him the death penalty, making a law that would publicly show what criminals such as him would end up like if they make this decision in their lifetime, so people in my country would be fearful of making pedophilic remarks towards minors. You know, I just realized the people from before that did live executions were somewhat justified in the end, because although they were traumatizing people and kids, at least they were teaching them a big lesson of why you should not do crimes. I cannot believe this man wanted this NSFW of their characters together. Sure, they're not real, but I guarantee you that DJ is thinking of himself that it was him and Ice together. Who's the parents of DJ? Please give him a beating with your belt, any shoes, any newspapers, just anything to give this kid a beating. Here's some more NSFW roleplaying. I'm seriously getting close to breaking my freaking keyboard because of how disgusted I feel. And before I hear, oh well, she was playing a part too, well, you have to realize that she was being manipulated and guilt-tripped into doing these stuff. DJ, the sick freak that he is, guilt-tripped Ice by trying to make her message him. If Ice didn't comply, well, DJ will get pitiful of himself and try to make Ice comfort him. My goodness, this guy is a sore loser and a creep. I'm sorry, but I'm going a little off script here. He is such a big loser. Now, when I refer to losers, I'm not talking about the stereotypical nerd with glasses and they talk like, oh, hello, my lady. No, I'm talking about those who are creepy, predatory, doing weird stuff, and those kind of people are what I call losers. And you can tell this guy is a loser because he's trying to get an 11-year-old to do sexual role plays and also trying to desperately get some NSFW audio from her. I'm sorry. I'm just very exhausted from this guy because there's a lot of people who frustrate me, but this guy is probably one of the most frustrating people that I know besides Laura Phantom. Until one day, Ice broke the ice between them. She finally exposed his creepy obsessions with her, and DJ, being the incel that he is, panicked and tried to manipulate her once again, to make sure that Ice sympathized with him and to stop making exposure of him. That's like the equivalent of me trying to shoot someone and then they report me to the police and I was like, no, wait, I'm sorry. I don't care how stupid he is, but you cannot just go back to someone and say, oh wait, I'm sorry, can you forgive me? And then say that, well, I didn't mean to manipulate you. I didn't mean to do all these stuff, even though I clearly did. You cannot take that back. When you did something that is manipulative, toxic towards someone, you cannot be friends with them. They can cut ties with you and they can do whatever they want in their lives. Bro was so desperate to get Ice back that he even tried to contact her friends to get her unblocking him and trying to make up with it, but there's no making up of this. You did something that's very horrible to her at a very young age. Oh, and just in case if you don't know, his name is actually Dilton, Damien Dilton, I saw in the bottom. And here's his face as an adult, and I can actually show this because I need to make sure that if you see this guy, that you stay away from him because he is very predatory. Here's also the confirmation of these dates actually happening between 2019 to 2010 too, and that Ice is not pulling this out of our booty hole. Oh, and guess what? He also had a crush on Ice's younger friend. Yes, Ice's younger friend. After all this, he's still a predator. Now, I'm not trying to kink shame or anything, but there's certain kinks that I don't think are actually kinks, but more as creepy fetishes. I didn't even know what baby fur means, but apparently it's an adults that like to sexually roleplay as a baby, which, what the heck? And just to add a cherry to this pile of turd that he is, he's also racist because he hung up a Confederate flag in his New York bedroom. Yep. This guy's a racist as well. I'm gonna leave a moment of silence so you guys can see the messages that Ice put out in the last moments of this document, so you guys can understand what she's been through and what she has done and what you guys can also do. This guy was such a sore loser that he asked one of his family members, his cousin, who is 15-year-old, to ask Ice to unblock him so they can work things out. But no, you cannot work things out when you've been manipulative and pedophilic towards someone who was very vulnerable at the time, and you use them just to satisfy your own weird sexual desires of dating 11-year-old to 14-year-old, I should say. 11 to 14-year-old. I'm so done with him. Now, Ice, I really hope you're doing better, and I really hope you're getting away from this guy's BS and whatever he's done to you, because it is very unacceptable of what he's done, and hopefully me and you can get this guy detained from the internet and make sure that he doesn't hurt anyone else. But with that being said, this is the end of this video, and before I end it, I do have something to say. DJ, you're the most pathetic user that I have ever heard in 2024, and no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter if you apologize, you cannot undo this, because you knew the true intentions of what you were doing, and you knew what you're trying to do back in 2022, 2020, 2019, 2021, doesn't matter which year. Because you were clearly smarter than Ice during that time because she was very vulnerable. You're nothing more than a pathetic loser that is racist, and I hope your parents disown you. With that being said, this is the end of this video, and I hope you guys and Ice is doing good and you guys stay out of trouble. But for now, this is the end of this story, and I will be going back to the graves to tell you more stories as I'm coming for this guy next. Goodbye.